Hi there, welcome to my channel Maths SL. I'm speaking Thaqib Latif. From here, I'm going to show you geometric sequence question. You can say geometric sequence or geometric progression or geometric pattern. A geometric sequence is a sequence where the ratio between consecutive terms remains constant. So this is now question number 1. So this is the first question. Term 1, term 2, term 3, so on. Term 2 divided by term 1 is equal to term 3 divided by term 2 is equal to term 4 divided by term 3 is equal to so on. So this is a geometric sequence. In a geometric sequence, must remember the formula says the general term of a geometric sequence, the formula is Tn is equal to A R n minus 1. Now A is the first term, and the R constant ratio, or you can say common ratio, that will be T2 divided by T1 is equal to T3 divided by T2 is equal to so on. So this is common ratio. So this is the formula. Now we can apply this formula on this question. So the first question says consider the geometric sequence. First question, part A, determine the general term of the sequence. So identify the first term and common ratio. So the first term we got, because this is a geometric sequence, so the formula we're going to use Tn is equal to A R n minus 1. So we need A and the ratio. So first we need to find the first term and common ratio. So the first term A is 2, and now we're gonna find the common ratio, that will be 6 divided by 2, term 2 divided by term 1. In arithmetic sequence we need to find common difference. In geometric sequence we need to find common ratio. So that will be 3 now. So the common ratio is 3. Now we're going to substitute into the formula. A is the first term, 2, multiply, you can use the dot here, 3 and power n minus 1. So this is my general term. B part, calculate the value of the 8th term. Use the general term formula. General term we have T place of that, place of n, I'm gonna substitute 8 now, because n is equal to 8. First term 2 multiply 3, 8 minus 1, that will be 2 multiply 3 power 7. I'm gonna calculate the value now. So my final answer, I use my calculator, 4374. This is my final answer. Part C, which term in the sequence is equal to 1458? Set up the equation, use the general term formula, which we have Tn is equal to 2 multiply 3 power n minus 1, and set Tn equal to 1458. So 1458 is equal to 2 multiply 3 power n minus 1. Now this 2 is multiplication form. My subject of the formula is n. So this 2 I'm going to switch over this side, become division. So 1458 divided by 2, the answer will be 729, 729, 3 power n minus 1. Now, express both sides with the same base. So, recognizing that 729 is a power of 3. So this is a power of 3. So we need to express both sides with the same bases. Make sure the bases are same. Now, so this is 3. So this is, now we gonna use the calculator. 3 power 1, 3, 3 power 2 is 9. And 3 power 3, 3 power 4, 3 power 5, so until we get that 729. So when I use 3 power 6, my answer becomes 729. So 3 power 6. So I must remember like this: 3 power 1, 3 power 2, 3 power 3, so on till you get the answer 3 power 6. It will give you 729. Like this one gonna give you 3 power 2 is 9, 3 power 1 is 3, so on. So when you get the answer 729, so we're going to use this power, 3 power 6. So this is 3 power 6, and this side we got 3 power n minus 1. Now since the bases are the same, the exponents must be equal. So therefore 6 is equal to n minus 1. So now I can find the n. The 6, negative 1, I switch over this side, become positive, so the n is equal to 7. So this is my final answer. The 7th term in the sequence is equal to 1458. Therefore T7 will be equal to 1458. Let me show you something. You can even apply here log. You don't need to go for exponents rules. You can apply the log here. Let me show you how to apply the log. Must remember the log formula. Say if b power x is equal to c. So we need to find now x. So then what will happen? X is equal to, now you can apply the log. Log of c to the base b. So the b will stay the base. There we go. So this is the general formula for the log. Now I'm going to apply here in this question. So we got a 3 power n negative 1 is equal to 729. Now we need to find the n minus 1. So I'm going to apply the log of 729 to the base 3. So I use my calculator. Now I'm going to show you how to use the log in calculator. Press top button, this one top, log. Now the base is 3, and the log you need to find 729, and then you press equal, and there we go, the answer 6. So the answer becomes 6. So therefore n negative 1, switch over this side, become positive, so my answer is 7. So either way answer will be the same. You apply the log rule or you can apply the exponent rule. I want to show you something very important here. You can't take the logarithm of a negative number. The logarithm function is defined only for positive real numbers. Must remember. Question number 2nd. Consider the geometric sequence 12, negative 6, 3, so on, and the last term is negative 3 over 2048. First question says determine the general term of the sequence. So find the first term and common ratio, because Tn is equal to a r n minus 1. This is the formula for general term So the first term a is equal to 12. This is the first term, and now we need to find the common ratio. Second term divided by first term, so the negative 6 divided by 12, that will give me negative 1 over 2. I'm going to substitute into the formula. So therefore Tn will be, first term is 12 multiply negative 1 over 2 and the power is n minus 1. So this is my final answer. B part, he say calculate the value of the sixth term. That's a quite easy question now. The n is equal to 6, so which means T6 I need to find. Place of n I'm going to substitute 6. So the 12 multiply negative 1 over 2, this is our formula, and 6 minus 1. So use my calculator. 12 multiply negative 1 over 2, the power is 5. I use my calculator. So the answer will be, therefore T6 will be equal to negative 3 over 8. This is my final answer. The part C is very important. This is an exam type question. Which term in the sequence is equal to 3 over 256? Now, set the general term equal to the given value and solve for n. So we got now 3 over 256 is equal to 12 times negative 1 over 2 power n minus 1. Now isolate the exponent term because our subject of the formula is n. We need to find the n. So 256, this 12 is multiplication form. When I switch over to the left hand side, become division, is equal to negative 1 over 2 power n minus 1. I use my calculator, so my answer will be 1 over 1024 is equal to negative 1 over 2 power n minus 1. Now from here I'm going to show you the question two ways to solve. Let's do the method number 1. Express both sides with the same basis. So first we're going to apply the exponent rule. First we're going to apply the exponent rule. So must remember, this is, we need to make a same base. So what I told you earlier in the first question, 2 power 1 is 2, so 2 power 2 is 4, so on until we get the 1024. So when I reach by the 2 power 10, you use the calculator and the answer will be 1024, so which means 2 power 10. Now I can make the same basis because we need to make sure the bases are same. So that's why I take 2, I take the power, different power, 2 power 1, 2 power 2, so on till I get the answer 1024. Then I can make the bases same and now can solve the question. So now this one gonna be now negative 1 over 2 power n minus 1, and this become 1 over 2 power 10. So you must remember here something. 1024 is equal to 2 power 10. So the exponent is even. So the result will be positive. So therefore, if I write here negative 1 over 2 power 10 is equal to 1 over 2 power 10, they are same. So if I write positive base or negative base, doesn't matter, because negative gonna come positive because the power is even, exponent is even. That's why positive 1 over 2 power 10, I can write negative 1 over 2 power 10. Same. So we need to make sure the bases are the same. So this is negative 1 over 2 power 10 is equal to negative 1 over 2 power n minus 1. Because if you got, for instance, say we have 2 power 2, the answer gonna be 4, because 2 times 2 is 4. But if you got negative 2 power 2, answer still gonna be 4, because negative 2 multiply negative 2, answer still gonna be a positive 4, negative negative positive. That's why I can write, when power is even, so I can write negative 2 or positive 2, doesn't matter. Now the bases are the same, so I can equate the exponents. Therefore n minus 1 is equal to 10, and n gonna be equal to negative 1, I pull over this side, become positive 11. So the n is gonna be 11. So the 11th term in the sequence is equal to 3 over 256. So therefore T11 will be equal to 3 over 256. So from here I can apply the log also. Now if I want to apply log, I'm going to show you the simple method. You can apply the absolute value, then you can apply the log. So I'm going to show you about the absolute. So first I need to explain to you about the absolute value. Say we got number line here, and this is 0 here, and then we got positive 1, 2, 3, so on, and this has negative 1, negative 2, negative 3, so on. So remember, in math, absolute value is a number distance from 0 on a number line, always resulting in a non-negative, which means always positive. Always the answer gonna be positive value. It is always shown by 2 vertical bar. So this is called absolute value. This is absolute value. So this is the sign of the absolute value. So if I move from 0 2 units to the right, so which means from here I move till here, so 2 units you move to the right, and also from negative I can move 2 units to the right or left also, so I move 2 units to the left. This I move left hand side, this I move to the right hand side, right? So from 0, distance to the right 2 units, distance to the left 2 units. So mean you move 2 units, means you move 2 units to the right, 2 units to the left. Now this vertical bar, say we got this vertical bar, if I put negative 2 inside, the answer gonna be positive 2, because effectively remove the negative sign from a number. So if it's a positive 2, the answer gonna be 2. But if it's a negative 2, absolute value negative 2, the answer gonna be positive 2. The second name of absolute value is modulus. You can call modulus or you can call absolute value. So the absolute value negative 2, answer will be positive 2. So the absolute value removes the negative sign from a number. So I explained to you what is absolute value. I hope you understand. So this is the absolute value concept. Anytime you can apply absolute value and remove the negative sign from a number, so then become positive. Now I'm going to show you that question how to solve. It is quite simple. You're standing by the 0. I give you measurement tapes, and then I told you to measure to the right hand side till 2. So you from here you're gonna measure the distance. You're gonna say 2 units, and then if I ask you to measure on left hand side, then you're gonna take the measurement from 0 till here -2. You're gonna measure again. You're gonna say 2 units. You're not gonna say -2. So obviously on the measurement tapes is 2. So you're gonna say 2 units, 2 centimeter or 2 meter or 2 millimeter whatsoever. I hope so you understand this concept. Must remember, in absolute value we looking from 0 to the right 2 units the distance, also from 0 to the left 2 units reach till -2. So this is the distance from 0, distance to the right hand side, distance to the left hand side. So distance can never be negative. Now from here I can apply the absolute value. I'm going to solve using absolute values. Take the absolute value of both sides to simplify the base. So absolute value removes the negative sign from a number, so the negative number become positive. So the 1 over 1024 absolute value apply is equal to -1 over 2 power n minus 1. Again apply absolute value also here. So this become positive, and this also become positive, 1 over 2 power n minus 1. So now I can use the log, because log cannot apply on negative numbers, only on positive number. Through absolute value, I use the absolute value. Now I make this number positive. Now I can use the log. So n minus 1 is equal to, I'm going to find the value of n, log of 1 over 1024 to the base 1 over 2. So I use my calculator. The answer is n negative 1 is equal to, answer is 10. So the n negative 1 I pull over this side become positive, n is equal to 11. Same answer. So you can use the exponent rule or you can use the logarithm formula. The answer will be the same. I like log formula. Part D. How many terms are there in the sequence? So quite interesting question this one. Set the general term equal to the last term. So the last term we got -3 over 2048. So whenever they ask you how many terms are there in the sequence, so you're going to set the general term equal to the last term. So -3 over 2048 is equal to, and our general term is 12 multiply -1 over 2 power n minus 1. Now we're going to isolate the exponential term. So our subject of the formula is n. So -3 over 2048 multiplied 12 is equal to -1 over 2 power n minus 1. I use my calculator. The answer is -1 over 8192 is equal to -1 over 2 power n minus 1. Now I have two ways to solve this question. I can apply the exponent rule or I can apply the logarithm. So either way the answer will be the same. So if you want to apply the exponent, so then must remember express both sides with the same basis. So this is a power 2. So this is a negative 1 over 2 this side. So which means this side also must be a negative 1 over 2. So now therefore we're going to start now. 2 power 1 is 2. 2 power 2 is 4. So on, carry on till you get, use the calculator, till you get the answer 8192. So that will be 2 power 13. Answer will be 8192. So which means 2 power 13. So you can use the calculator, make a little template and in your calculator, and then you can change the power all the time and find the answer till you get the answer 8192. That will be your power. So negative 1 over 2 power 13, and this is going to be negative 1 over 2 power n minus 1. So the bases are the same, so that's why I can equate the power now. So the n negative 1 is equal to 13. So the n become 13, negative 1 I put over this side, it become positive, so the n is equal to 14. So there are 14 terms in this sequence. Now I'm going to show you the according to the logarithm as well. So now from here we're going to apply the log. Must remember you can't take the logarithm of a negative number. The logarithm, the number must be positive. So from here I can apply the log instead of exponent rule. So if I need to apply the log, I can't take the log on negative value. The value must be positive. So I need to make him positive first. So I'm going to use the absolute value. So I apply both side absolute value. Negative 1 over 2 power n minus 1 absolute value is equal to negative 1 over 8192 absolute value. So the absolute value removes the negative sign from a number, so the number becomes positive. I already explained to you about the absolute value earlier. So 1 over 2 power n minus 1 is equal to 1 over 8192. Now I can apply the log to solve for n. So the n minus 1 is equal to log of 1 over 8192 to the base 1 over 2. N minus 1, I use my calculator. The answer is 13. You can apply log formula or you can apply exponent rule. Answer will be the same. So I like log. So this is my final answer. Question number 3. Consider the geometric sequence. First question, calculate T8, 8th term. So first of all, identify the first term A and the common ratio R. So we can use the formula for the nth term to find the T8. So the A is going to be equal to negative 320 and the common ratio is going to be equal to 160 over negative 320. The answer will be equal to negative 1 over 2. So therefore the Tn is going to be equal to A R n minus 1. So the first term we got negative 320 and negative 1 over 2, that's ratio, n minus 1 is power. So therefore this is I got the nth term now. Now I need to find the T8. So place of n I'm going to substitute 8, negative 320, negative 1 over 2 power 8 minus 1. So that's going to be negative 320 negative 1 over 2 power 7. So I use my calculator. The answer will be, you can use the calculator one time. Answer is equal to 5 over 2. So this is my final answer. Second part, determine the value of k if t k is equal to negative 5 over 16. So set up the equation using the general formula, Tn r power n minus 1, set tk is equal to negative 5 over 16. So we got negative 5 over 16 is equal to, the formula say negative 320, negative 1 over 2 is r n minus 1. So we're going to solve for place of n. I'm going to put the k now. So the tk is equal to negative 5 over 16. So we need to find the value of k. Right. So which means negative 5 over 16, I'm going to equate with the general formula, negative 320, negative 1 over 2, power place of n going to be now k minus 1. Now I'm going to solve for k here. So the negative 320, I switch over this side, become division. Negative 5 over 16 multiply negative 320 is equal to negative 1 over 2 power k minus 1. So I simplify, the answer will be 1 over 1024 is equal to negative 1 over 2 power k minus 1. Now I need to solve for k here. Now I'm going to apply the both side. I like I told you, I like the, you can use here exponent rule or you can use the logarithm formula. I would like to apply the logarithm formula. So both side I'm gonna apply the absolute value, because you cannot apply the rule, or you cannot apply the log on negative value. So the value must be, the number must be positive. So the 1 over 1024 absolute value is equal to negative 1 over 2 power k minus 1 absolute value, 2 vertical bar. This is absolute value. Now absolute value removes the negative sign from a number, so number become positive. 1 over 1024 is equal to, this is a positive, it's going to stay the positive, so this become 1 over 2 power k minus 1. So 1 over 1024 is equal to 1 over 2 k minus 1. Absolute values removes the negative sign from a number, so the number become positive. So now you can apply the log. So the k minus 1 log of 1 over 1024 to the base 1 over 2. I apply the log. So answer become 10. K minus 1 is equal to 10. Therefore the k is 10, negative 1 I pull over this side, become positive, k is equal to 11. So this is my final answer. Last question, how many terms are there in the sequence? Set up the equation using the last term provided. So the last term we got negative 5 over 64. Now we're gonna equate with the nth formula, which we have general term formula. So the negative 5 over 64 is equal to negative 320 multiply negative 1 over 2 power n minus 1. Now we need to solve for n here. So the negative 5 over 64, this become multiplication. When I switch over, this side become division. Multiply negative 320. is equal to negative 1 over 2 power n minus 1. So I use my calculator. So the answer will be 1 over 4096 is equal to negative 1 over 2 power n minus 1. Now I can apply the exponent rule, or I can apply the logarithm to find the value of n. So I'm going to apply the logarithm. So I can't apply the logarithm because we got negative number here. So I need to get rid of the negative number, because the log you only can apply on a positive number. So I'm going to use the absolute value. 1 over 4096 absolute value is equal to negative 1 over 2 power n minus 1 absolute value. So the absolute value removes the negative sign from the number, and so the number becomes positive. So 1 over 4096 is equal to 1 over 2 power n minus 1. Now I can apply the log here. So the n minus 1 is equal to log of 1 over 4096 to the base 1 over 2. I use my calculator. So answer becomes 12. So the n minus 1 is equal to 12. So therefore n is going to be equal to 13. This is my final answer. There are 13 atoms in the sequence. This is my final answer. Absolute value, AP math concept, but you can use in pure math, because a lot of learners in NSC exam they're using the AP math concepts. You will get the mark. The question says the second term in a geometric sequence is negative 4 and the fifth term is 32. First question says, determine a formula for the nth term of this sequence that is Tn is equal to so on. So we need to find the nth term formula. So the T2 is equal to, second term is equal to negative 4, and the fifth term T5 is equal to 32. So the following equations can be formed. T2, must remember we're going to use this formula now. Geometric sequence formula, Tn is equal to A R n minus 1. So the T2 place of n gonna be 2 now. First term we don't know, A ratio 2 minus 1, and that will be equal to A R, and T2 is equal to negative 4. Don't forget, is equal to negative 4. So the AR is equal to negative 4. This is my equation number 1. Now need to find the T5 same way. So AR 5 minus 1 is equal to, that's gonna be AR power 4, that is equal to 32. Remember T5 is equal to 32. So which means AR power 4 is equal to 32. That's my equation number 2. Now solve for the common ratio R. So the T5 over T2, solve for R. So the T5 we have A R power 4 over T2 we have AR is equal to, this is 32 divided by negative 4, because the A and A cancel. So R power 4, when I divide by R, the answer is going to be R power 3. So the R power 3 is equal to negative 8. Cube number, when I switch over this side, become cube root. So the R, I use my calculator, answer is negative 2. Must remember the cube root, even negative sign is inside, you can solve. So therefore R is equal to negative 2. Now substitute R is equal to negative 2 term 2 to find the a. Even you can substitute in term 5. You can substitute in term 5 or in term 2 to get the a. So I'm going to substitute into the term 2. So term 2 is, we have this one. So a and r, we got -2 now, is equal to -4. So therefore a is going to be -4 divided by -2. The answer is +2. So the first term is 2. So now we can write the formula for the nth term. So therefore the formula will be Tn is equal to, first term is a is 2, and ratio we got -2 and power n minus 1. So this is my final answer. So this is the nth term. Remember, we're using this formula Tn is equal to a r n minus 1, power n minus 1. So this is my final answer. This is my nth term. Now the question says which term has a value of -1024. Set up the equation. Use the formula found in problem number 1. Use the formula found in question number 1 and set Tn is equal to -1024. So the -1024 is going to be equal to nth term. We have 2 multiply -2 power n minus 1. So we need to solve for n here now. So this is -1024, multiplication become division, is equal to -2 power n minus 1. This become -512, and this side is -2 power n minus 1. So I can apply log formula here, but at this stage I can't. Why? Because I got the negative numbers. The log formula only can be applicable on positive number. So I'm going to make in positive number. How? I'm going to apply the absolute value. Absolute value removes the negative sign, and then number becomes positive. So -512 absolute value is equal to -2 power n minus 1 absolute value. Now this become positive, and this is also become positive. Now I can apply log here. So the n minus 1 log of 512 to the base 2, the answer will be, I'm going to use my calculator, n minus 1 answer become 9. So the n going to be 10. -1 is switch over, this will become positive. So the n is equal to 10. So the 10th term has a value of -1024. So the T10 is going to be equal to -1024. Now the question said determine the 8th term in the sequence. Use the formula to find the 8th term. So we got Tn is equal to 2 multiply -2 power n minus 1. Place of n, I'm going to substitute 8. So the T8 going to be 2 -2 power 8 minus 1. So this is going to be 2 multiply -2 power 7. So I'm going to use my calculator. So the answer is going to be T8. Therefore T8 going to be equal to -256. So this is my final answer. The 8th term in the sequence is -256. Question number 5, he said that first term of a geometric sequence is 3 and the sum of the second and third term is 60. Determine the first 3 terms and the general term Tn. I'll show you how to solve this question. Now first of all define the terms and set up the equation. So the first term we got a is equal to 3, and the second and the third term, sum of second and the third term is equal to 60. So the t2 plus the t3 must be equal to 60. So the term 2. So the term 2, if I need to apply the term 2, if I need to find the term 2, must remember we're going to use the formula here. Tn is equal to, so must remember we're going to use the formula Tn is equal to a n minus 1. So if I need to find the t2 here, it's going to be a, first term we got a is 3, sorry, and the ratio we don't know, and the 2 minus 1, that will be 3r. 3r plus term 3. So the term 3 is equal to, first term is 3, ratio we don't know, and n minus 1, so which means 3 minus 1, that will give me 3r power 2. So the t3 becomes 3r power 2. 3r power 2 is equal to 60. Now rearrange into a standard quadratic form. So it's gonna be 3r square plus 3r, this become negative 60 is equal to 0. So I can divide by 3 to simplify. So become r square plus r minus 20 is equal to 0. Now solve for common ratio, factor the quadratic equation. So this is going to be a r plus 5, I factorize, and r negative 4 is equal to 0. So we got two possible values here now. R is equal to negative 5 or r is equal to positive 4. So now we need to find the first three term and general term for each case. So the case number 1. So we got negative and positive. So case number 1 negative. So the first three term for the negative is going to be, so the first term we already got is equal to 3, which is a is equal to 3. So the term 2, so the term 2. So the term 2 we say AR. Remember we earlier found AR. A we got 3, and the ratio we already found now, which is negative 5. So 3 multiplied negative 5, answer is negative 15. So the term 3 is going to be A R square. Remember 3 multiplied negative 5 square. So the answer will be 75. Now we've got all three terms here now. So the general term I can find here. So the first, the formula is T and A are n minus 1. So the first term we got in this case is 3, and the ratio we need to find now, that will be R will be equal to second term divided by the first term. The answer will be negative 5. So negative 5 power n minus 1. So this is my Tn4 when R ratio is negative 5. Now we got the case 2 where R ratio is equal to 4. In this case the term 1 is going to be obviously is 3, but the term 2 will change because term 2 A multiply R, so that's going to be a 3 multiply 4, it will be 12. T3 going to be AR square, that's going to be 3 multiply 4 square, the answer will be 48. So we got first term 3, 12 and 48, so on. These are the first three terms. Now we need to find the general term. So the Tn is equal to a r n minus 1. So the first term we got 3 here. The ratio we need to find here, which is going to be a second term divided by the first term. Answer will be 4. So the 4 power n minus 1. So this is second case. So this is my final answer. Question number 6 says x plus 1, x negative 1, x negative 2, so on is a geometric sequence. Determine the value of x. And the second question, determine the general term of the sequence. We can solve for unknown in a geometric sequence by remembering that term 2 over term 1 is equal to term 3 divided by term 2, so on. So set up the common ratio equation. So first of all, so the term 2 we have, this is term 1, term 2, term 3. So the term 2 we got x negative 1 divided by term 1 we got x plus 1 is equal to third term x negative 2 divided by the second term x negative 1. Now solve the equation for x. Cross multiply we both sides, cross multiply. So this become x square minus 2x plus 1, because x negative 1 perfect square whole power square, you open up the formula, this will be the formula. Now x plus 1 multiply x negative 2, the answer is x square minus x and minus 2. So the x negative 2 multiply x plus 1, you FOIL. So we need to simplify here. X square and x square cancel. So we got negative 2x plus 1 is equal to negative x and negative 2. Now all the x I must pull one side. So negative 2x, if I pull over this side, become positive 2x. So it's equal to negative x and positive 2x become positive x. Now positive 1 and negative 2 I pull over this side become negative. So this become positive 3. Because 1, negative 2 I pull over this side become positive. So positive 3. So the x, therefore the x is equal to, positive 3. Now I'm going to show you the second part. Determine the general term of the sequence. Right. So first of all, find the first term and common ratio. So substitute x equal to 3 into the terms of the sequence. So x plus 1. So the x value we got 3. 3 plus 1 become 4. And so on to. Now I put x is equal to 3 into the last one here. This become 1. So on. Now he says for this term we need to find the nth term formula. So the a is going to be a 4 first term, and the r ratio we need to find out. That will be term 2 divided by term 1. Term 2 divided by term 1, that will be 1 over 2. So I am going to substitute first term and the ratio into the formula. So the 4 multiply 1 over 2 power n minus 1. So this is my final answer. This is the general term of the sequence. Question number 7. Given that T4 is x negative 4, T5 is x plus 2, and T6 is 3x plus 1, determine the value of x and the sequence. I'll show you how to solve this question. So set up the common ratio equation. In a geometric progression GP, the ratio between consecutive terms is constant. Therefore, the ratio of T5 to T4 must equal to the ratio of T6 to T5. So, T5 over T4 is equal to T6 over T5. So we got T5x plus 2 over x negative 4, this is T4 is equal to 3x plus 1 and T5 is x plus 2. Now we're gonna cross multiply x plus 2 multiply x plus 2. So the answer will be x square plus 4x plus 4. I can open the perfect square formula because x plus 2 multiply x plus 2, that will be x plus 2 square. Now x negative 4 multiplies 3x plus 1, that will give me 3x square minus 12x plus x negative 4. I'm going to simplify here. This become as is x square plus 4x plus 4 is equal to this become 3x square minus 11x minus 4. Now rearrange the term into a standard quadratic equation form. Ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0. So ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0. We need to set up the equation into a standard form quadratic equation. 3x square and this I pull over this side become negative x square, and we got negative 11x and this become negative 4x, and we got negative 4 and this also become negative 4 is equal to 0. Now I solve here. This become 2x power 2 minus 15x and minus 8 is equal to, so I'm going to factorize. So I factorize, this become 2x plus 1 and x negative 8 is equal to 0. If you can't factorize, you can use the quadratic formula as well. This gives two possible values for x. So the 2x plus 1 is equal to 0, or x negative 8 is equal to 0. This become x becomes equal to positive 8, and this become x becomes equal to negative 1 over 2. So second part of the question is say you need to find the sequence. Now first of all we need to determine the terms for each possible value of x. So first for x is equal to 8, remember we got two value of x is equal to 8. So the term 4 is equal to x negative 4. Place of x I'm going to substitute 8 negative 4. The answer will be positive 4. So the T5 we have x plus 2. Place of x I'm going to put 8 plus 2. The answer will be 10. T6 we have 3x plus 1. Place of x I'm going to put the 8 plus 1. The answer will be 25. So we got term 4, term 5 and term 6. So we got 4, 10, 25. This is the sequence. We need to find the nth term, general term formula. So Tn is equal to a Rn minus 1. So we're looking first term and the ratio. So let's find the first ratio here. So the ratio will be 10 divided by 4. But remember, this is term 4, this is term 5, this is term 6. So the term 5 divided by term 4, 10 over 4. So the answer will be 5 over 2. So the ratio we got 5 over 2, but we don't have the a. So we got common ratio 5 over 2. So this is the T4, must remember. And this is T5, this is T6. So any one of the term, to find the general term formula, so we need to find the a is the first term. We're looking at the first term. So I'm going to use term 4. You can use term 5 also. I'm going to use term 4 and the ratio to find the a. So the term 4 is going to be equal to a, we don't know. The ratio we know 5 over 2. N is 4 minus 1. And T4 is equal to 4. And a 5 over 2 power 3. Now we're going to solve a here. I use my calculator. The answer this side is a 1 over 25 over 8 is equal to 4. Therefore, a is going to be equal to 4 multiply 8 over 1 over 25. Invert. 1 over 25 over 8 become 8 over 1 over 25. So my answer is 32 over 125. So I got the a now. So therefore the general term is Tn is equal to a we have now 32 over 125, and the ratio we got 5 over 2 n minus 1. This is the general term. The general term is Tn is equal to 32 over 125 multiply 5 over 2 power n minus 1 when x is equal to 8. Now we're going to look, because second value of the x we got x. Now we're going to look for x is equal to negative 1 over 2. For x is equal to negative 1 over 2, because the second value of x is negative 1 over 2. So this is the term, this is the general term when x is equal to 8. Now we're going to look for when x is equal to negative 1 over 2. So we got term 4. Term 4 say x negative 4. So the place of x I'm going to put negative 1 over 2, negative 4. I use my calculator. The answer is negative 9 over 2. And the T5, x plus 2. Place of x I'm going to put negative 1 over 2 plus 2. The answer will be, use my calculator, 3 over 2. Now the T6 we got 3x plus 1. Place of x I'm going to put negative 1 over 2 plus 1. The answer is negative 1 over 2. So we got term 4, term 5, term 6. Negative 9 over 2, term 4. And the term 5 we got 3 over 2. And the term 6 we have negative 1 over 2. So now I'm going to find the general term. So I can use the formula say Tn is equal to a n minus 1. So I'm looking a and r. So r I can find, a first term we're still looking. So the ratio I can find T5 over T4. So T5 I've got 3 over 2 and T4 I got negative 9 over 2. So I use my calculator. The answer will be negative 1 over 3. So I got common ratio. So I have common ratio. So I need to find the a now first term. So for x is equal to negative 2, I'm going to use the term 4 again. You can use even term 5. So term 4 we got equal to negative 9 over 2 when x is equal to negative 1 over 2. So term 4 I'm going to put into the formula, general term formula, a. I'm going to put into the general term formula. A negative 1 over 3 ratio I have, and 4 minus 1 because n is equal to 4. So T4 we got negative 9 over 2. We already got. First term we need to find out, negative 1 over 3 power 3. Power 3. Now I'm going to use my calculator to solve this question. So the negative 9 over 2 is equal to a negative 1 over 27. So I need to find the a. Therefore, a is equal to negative 9 over 2 multiply, this is going to be invert now, negative 27 over 1. Negative 27 over 1, because when I switch over this side, this one become negative 27 over 1. So I use my calculator. The answer is 243 over 2. So therefore the general term will be Tn is equal to, A is 243 over 2 multiply negative 1 over 3, this is the ratio, n minus 1. So when x is equal to negative 2, this is the general term. The sequence now, very easy. So I got Tn is equal to 32 over 125 multiply 5 over 2 power n minus 1 when x is equal to 8. Then I got second one, Tn is equal to 243 over 2 multiply negative 1 over 3 power n minus 1 when x is equal to negative 1 over 2. So we got two general term. Now I can find the sequence. So the first one, this is the first one. So this is the first one. I'm gonna start with this one. And the first term we got 32 over 125. And the second term we don't have. So how are you gonna find the second term now? T2 place of n, you're gonna substitute 2. 32 over 125, 5 over 2, and n we got 2 minus 1. So I use my calculator. The answer is 16 over 25. 16 over 25, because you're looking the sequence, you just can find the first three terms. Now T3, I substitute n is equal to 3 into the formula. 5 over 2, 3 minus 1. I use my calculator. The answer is 8 over 5. So the third term is 8 over 5, so on. So this is the first sequence. Now the second, I'm going to use this one now. I got the first term 243 over 2, second term now. T2, place of n, I'm going to put 2, substitute 2 into this formula. 243 over 2, negative 1 over 3, 2 minus 1. I use my calculator. The answer is 81 over 2. 81 over 2. Now the third term, T3, 243 over 2, negative 1 over 3 power 3 minus 1. Use my calculator. The answer is 27 over 2. 27 over 2, so on. So these are the two sequence I found. This is my final answer. So these are the two sequence. This is the first sequence, or this is the second sequence. This is my final answer. Now this is a very extremely important question. The first three terms of the sequence 2xy form an arithmetic progression, and the last three terms form a geometric progression, geometric sequence. So the last three. Determine x and y and state the AP arithmetic progression and GP geometric progression in each case. I'll show you how to solve this question. This question they ask in different ways in exam, so very important question. Pay attention. I'll show you how to solve this question. So I need to set up the equations for AP and GP, arithmetic progression and geometric progression. First three terms form an arithmetic progression. So the first three terms I'm going to write here. 2xy. Now, must remember AP arithmetic progression, the common difference is constant. So which means term 2 minus term 1 is equal to term 3 minus term 2. So we're going to use this concept. This is term 1, term 2, term 3. So the x negative 2 is equal to y minus x. So all the variable must be on one side and all the constants must be on another side. So I decide this one whole, I pull this side, become 2x minus y, and this become positive 2. So this is my equation number 1. This is AP, arithmetic progression. Now for the last three term form a geometric progression, GP. So the geometric progression, the common ratio is constant. So we're going to apply that concept to solve geometric sequence. So the last three, x, y, and 9. So the term 2 divided by term 1 is equal to term 3 divided by term 2, common ratio. We're going to use this concept. This is term 1, term 2, term 3. So therefore term 2 divided by term 1, y over x is equal to 9 over y. Cross multiply, y square is equal to 9x. So this is number 2. This is a geometric progression. So this is number 1 AP and this is a GP number 2. Now from 2 I can isolate the x. So if I need to find the x from 2, it will give me y square over 9. Both sides divided by 9. So we got x value. This is my number 3. Now substitute number 3 into number 1. So from 2 you take x value. Now you're going to substitute into number 1 into the AP equation. So this is going to be 2 place of x going to be y square over 9 minus y is equal to 2. I'm going to use the substitution method. So this becomes 2y square over 9 minus y, and positive 2 I should pull over this side, become negative 2 is equal to 0. We need to solve for y here now. Solve the quadratic equation now. So multiply by 9 to clear the fraction. So the 2y square minus 9y negative 18 is equal to 0. You multiply by 9. So the 9 and 9 cancel. Multiply 9 multiply y, 9y. 9 times 2 is 18. Now I'm going to factor the quadratic equation. If you can't factorize, you can use the quadratic formula as well. So the 2y plus 3 and y negative 6 is equal to 0. I factorize. So this gives two possible values for y. So first, y is equal to negative 3 over 2, or second is y is equal to positive 6. Now we need to determine the corresponding values for x. So now I'm going to substitute into the number 3. Now substitute y value into number 3 to get the x value. So the case number 1. Must remember we got x is equal to y square over 9. So if I put y is equal to 6 into here, so you get x is equal to 6 square over 9. The answer will be 4. Now we need to find the arithmetic progression and the geometric progression when x is equal to 4. So the arithmetic progression, common difference is 2. Must remember, na? So we got x value 4 and we got y value 6. Now we're gonna find the arithmetic progression. So the first term we got 2, place of x gonna be 4, place of y gonna be a 6, and the common difference is 2 because d gonna be 4 minus 2 is equal to 2, common difference, so on. So this is your AP. Now we need to find the GP. So the GP last 3 term, x is 4, y is 6, and last term is 9. So the common ratios will be 6 divided by 4. Answer will be 3/2. So the GP, so this is my GP when x is equal to 4 and y is equal to 6. Now we're gonna go to case number 2 because we got 2 values of y. We're gonna substitute second value of y into this equation to find the AP and GP. So y is equal to negative 3/2 this time. Case number 2. Now y is equal to negative 3/2, and we're gonna substitute into this here. X is equal to y square over 9. Remember, this is your number 3. Now x is equal to negative 3/2 square over 9. I use my calculator. The answer is 1/4. So x is equal to 1/4 and the y is equal to negative 3/2. Now I need to find the sequence. First I'm gonna find AP sequence, then GP. So the first 3 term, so the 2 place of x I'm gonna substitute. Remember AP we got 2, x and y, first 3 term. So place of x and y I'm gonna substitute these value. 2 as is, x we got 1/4, y we got negative 3/2. So this is the AP, because the common difference gonna be here 1/4 minus 2, which is gonna be, so the common difference will be negative 7/4. Now I'm gonna find the GP. Now for the GP, case 2, GP we got last 3 term x, y and 9. So the x value 1/4, y value negative 3/2 and 9. And obviously this is going to be common ratio. That will be negative 3/2 divided by 1/4. So answer will be negative 6. So there are 2 possible solutions. So case 1 I already showed you, and the case 2 arithmetic progression I showed you, and this is geometric progression. This is my final answer. So if you watch this video about geometric progression, second name is geometric sequence, again and again, you will become familiar with the topic and you will be able to solve this question. And next video I will show you arithmetic series. Please like and subscribe. If you have any question, comment below. I will assist you. Have a nice day.